Ladies and gentlemen, this is the ABF Middleweight Championship title. Tonight, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trunks with blue trim, weight 72 kilos, 170 centimeters in height, 39 years of age. He comes from Lopburi in Thailand with a fight record, 20 fights, 12 wins, 7 losses, 1 draw. Ladies and gentlemen, Chaiwat Mueanphong. His opponent, ladies and gentlemen, in this championship title bout, wearing green and gold trunks, weighing 72 kilos, 170 centimeters in height, 30 years of age. He hails from the island of Cebu in the Philippines, trained locally at Highland Boxing, with a record, 20 fights, 15 wins, 5 losses, 10 wins by way of KO. He is a former WBF Australasian Super Lightweight Champion. He's known as Money Punch. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Elmo Traya. Your supervisor for this bout is Mr. Naras Singwan Cha. Your referee, Mr. Tanakon Tankon. Your judges, Mr. Warwath Dunkau, Mr. Carlos Costa, and Mr. Arut Trematon. Your doctor to patch him up, Dr. Jirasek Bupapa. Fighters to center ring.
No be foul, okay? No holding, okay, good luck.
Let's make a champion.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to fight number 10. This is for the ABF Super Welterweight title, and it's the Philippines taking on Thailand. In the red corner, we've got Elmo Traya wearing the lime green shorts with the yellow trim. And in the blue corner, we've got Chaiwat Mueanphong in the black trunks with the blue trim. Elmo Traya coming out swinging here. A veteran of 20 fights, 15 victories and 5 defeats. Chaiwat, a former Rajdamnern and Omnoi Stadium champion in Muay Thai, but also has been fighting in Western boxing as well.
Yeah, we've seen Chaiwat fight several times. He's so tough, very resilient. We've seen him in so many big fights before. But Elmo Traya, very, very good boxer from the Philippines. We've seen him fight, very talented, very active inside the ring. Beautiful inside uppercut there by Chaiwat.
And again, Jimmy, going to sound like a broken record here, but we love calling these fights. It's a southpaw versus an orthodox. Chaiwat with the height advantage here. Let's see if he can use it. Great evasion there by Chaiwat.
The only issue with Chaiwat is he tends to fade in the later rounds, so unless he can try and take Elmo out early, he's going to have a bit of a difficulty. A big left hand sends Elmo to the canvas, but the referee deems it a slip.
Yeah, it looked like Elmo tripped over his own feet. Chaiwat, though, pushing him down to the canvas.
Just one of those situations where you keep fighting on. I like that Chaiwat just got straight back into it, did not complain, straight in there. Big clubbing left hand once again.
Jab there from Chaiwat and moving around to his right, using a good pivot. Big left hook to the body there by Elmo.
Elmo doing a great job, just really digging down to the body and then going upstairs, really trying to bring the guard down, standing toe-to-toe with maybe a more powerful fighter.
High guard here from Elmo Traya.
And these body shots are really starting to get through to Chaiwat. You can start to see when Chaiwat starts taking more risks and starts maybe throwing his hands down, that means the body shots are starting to get through. And if you can get the body shots working for you early in a fight, later rounds, it's like paying an investment to something. It really adds up towards the later rounds for you.
Great snappy left hand there from Chaiwat. Left hook to the body there by Elmo Traya, going upstairs with a 2-punch combination. Stiff jab from Chaiwat.
Reaching right hand there by Elmo. Final 10 seconds of round number 1 in this title fight. Chaiwat trying to get it, but Elmo with a nice head movement, bobbing and weaving underneath the hooks. And that is the end of round number 1, ABF Super Welterweight title fight.
Yeah, here we go. Elmo Traya starting the round very aggressively with the left hook and the right hand. Chaiwat, though, being very clever, like he always has been in his fight career, being the more technical fighter. being able to pick his moments at the right time, controlling the pace of the fight on the outside with his jab, and just using his footwork to get off the center line, not stay in one place. He doesn't want to be a sitting duck, Chaiwat. Not at all against a very good power puncher like Elmo Traya.
Yeah, Elmo really likes to just dig down, go to your body, and he likes to take the body out. The classic saying, work the body and the head will fall. Chaiwat, a very tough cookie. We've seen him fight several times before, but it's when he starts to fade which is the issue. It's when he starts to crumble towards us later rounds. So, to me, Chaiwat, it's now or never. He's got to get it out in the early rounds to me. But thank you everyone for joining us so far live. World Siam Stadium, live on DAZN, Highland Boxing Gym Promotions, and FCC Thailand.
Okay, here we go to round number 2. We are scheduled for 10. Chaiwat, known as Gonjap, will bow in as a Muay Thai fighter. Like I said, he's had a very successful Muay Thai career, now crossing over to Western boxing. Let's see if he can add the ABF welterweight title as a bit of silverware to his mantelpiece. Or is Elmo Traya going to continue his hot streak at the moment and take home the title as well? Huge punches being landed here by Elmo Traya as we start round number 2.
And this is what we was expecting. Digging down and just really ripping it to the body, going to the body, going to the head. If Elmo just sticks on Chaiwat and keeps this up, it's going to be very hard for Chaiwat to do anything about it.
You're seeing the inside fighter versus the outside fighter, orthodox versus the southpaw. Outside fighter being Chaiwat, and then the inside fighter being Elmo Traya.
Nice head movement here by Elmo, just trying to trick things up against Chaiwat, but Chaiwat needs to get that jab pumping. He needs to just keep throwing that jab. Not a lazy jab, a very nice stiff double jab. That was a nice rear hook there by Chaiwat. Elmo still trying to find the opening on the inside.
Right hand there by Elmo. Another right hand by Elmo, but missing with the left hook.
And again, going upstairs and downstairs. Classic movement by Elmo. Digging to the body, just ripping to the rib cage, trying to bring the hands down at Chaiwat. There's only so many shots you can take to the body before you crumble to the canvas.
Jab there from Elmo, going body hunting as well, the left hook to the body. Right hands here from Elmo. Jab there from Chaiwat. Just a very low work rate here from Chaiwat, Jimmy, but staying relevant here in this round, trying to make sure that he keeps his momentum and keeps Elmo at bay.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think Elmo could really mix in these jabs right now, put a bit of smoke screen before he charges in. Just start jabbing upstairs and then start ripping it to the body like he's been doing. Those body shots have been money for him. It's been working well. And there we see it again. Classic Mickey Ward special. Tap him upstairs and then go downstairs with a hard body shot.
Good 1-2 there from Elmo, missing with the left hook. Jab and a pivot here from Chaiwat.
And he looks a little bit tired now as he starts to move backwards. Elmo should really start ripping it together. Just sit down on the shots. Bring out your inner fighter and just start tearing away at your opponent's body.
Yeah, try and bring out your inner Ricky Hatton and just go to the body as much as you possibly can. Be the hitman.
100%. Elmo still staying active, making Chaiwat guess. But again, we know Chaiwat's got a lot of power in those fists. We know he knows how to put opponents down. Nice redirection there as well. Beautiful stuff by Chaiwat.
And that is the end of the second round. The pace being turned up here by Elmo, and we'll see that on the replay.
And there we see swing and a miss by both of them, and then they both meet in the center of the ring with big uppercuts. And there was that moment Elmo ripped it downstairs and then smashed it upstairs. I mean, Elmo's just making it very difficult for Chaiwat to stay relaxed inside that ring. He's putting a statement on that I'm going to make this fight as uncomfortable as I possibly can for you. So he rips downstairs and then just whacks upstairs. But a great round by Elmo once again. But Chaiwat is always dangerous.
Here we go, entering the third round right now. Got Elmo Traya in the red corner representing the Philippines, and Chaiwat Mueanphong representing Thailand in the blue corner. Quick shout out here to the president of the ABF and PAT, Naresh Singwancha, Brigo Santiago, matchmaker, Supernat Chamnan, our promoter, Donatas Sinamatis, the zone representative, and Steve Scott, our IBO representative, and also Raina Gotward from Dream Boxing.
And here we are, folks. This ABF Super Welterweight title fight scheduled for 10 rounds. This is round number 3. So this tends to be the decider of how this fight is going to start going. Both fighters should have by now have the timing down, have the range down. The information should have been downloaded. Now it's who uploads it. Great body work here by Elmo Traya.
And that's what you wanted, Jimmy, in the previous round. You wanted Elmo to go to the body.
I just feel like that's the best shot that's going to land for him, is those body shots indeed.
I mean, I know you should say be careful what you wish for, but you wish for it, Jimmy, and you got it.
And that's what we want. But Chaiwat, like we know, it's hard to put him away. He's very tough. He's always in there. We've seen him with some of the toughest boxers, and he's just always holding his own. He's always dangerous. He's got some beautiful counters, but he's up against Elmo.
Big punches being thrown here by Elmo Traya. We're coming up to the 2-minute mark now, and Traya throwing heavy bombs, heavy artillery. Big hooks to the body here. Chaiwat taking a big, deep breath and stepping backwards.
And it must be very demoralizing to hit your opponent with 6 body shots, and it doesn't even appear to hurt him at all. I mean, both of these fighters on paper have a very, very similar record. Both of them have very similar wins and a loss as well. So on paper, a very, very even fight. Elmo attempts a jab upstairs, but Elmo's got to commit to that jab. We don't want to see a lazy jab. We want to see a commitment to the jab to then set up those body shots. You know, like Mike McCallum said, you've got to find roots to the body. You don't just throw body shots, you find roots to the body.
Even if it's a feint, it's not fooling Chaiwat. That jab, left hook from Elmo. Chaiwat coming back with his own counter punch.
I mean, those who don't react to feints either don't care or don't believe, and it can be very dangerous for both of those answers.
Chaiwat missing with the right uppercut, but going straight into the clinch, landing the left hand to the body.
Beautiful setup there by Chaiwat. Pushes him into the ropes, and when he springs back, he fired a shot right to the body. Veteran move by Chaiwat to use the ropes as a suspension.
Jab there by Chaiwat. Swing and a miss by Chaiwat with the left hand, but landing with the right hook. Elmo slowed down here. Chaiwat's been able to keep it at bay with his straight punches.
I mean, Elmo's been reminded by Chaiwat that it doesn't matter how hard you hit me, I'm not going down to these body shots. But that is just the poker face. There's only so long you can take shots to the body and pretend it doesn't hurt.
Big right hand there by Elmo and catching Chaiwat with a left hook too. Another right hand to the body as Chaiwat stumbles back. Looks like he was off balance.
Saved by the bell, maybe.
He could have been, and that was the end of the 3rd round. Take a look at the replays right here. Heavy artillery being thrown out there by Elmo Traya. See it here, going to the body and going to the head with his hooks. Chaiwat happy to eat these, but I'm not sure if he can take them for too long. See the replays here, heavy right hook from Elmo. Chaiwat had enough of it and started firing back with his own power punches.
I mean, this fight has been a very interesting one to score because Elmo has been the aggressor. But in that round, Chaiwat to me was the aggressor in that round. So it's been a very back and forth. Who's choosing to be more aggressive than the other one? I do believe Elmo has the tools to stop Chaiwat if he just commits to going to that body. But rather than just going to the body, start throwing those uppercuts in between the chest as well. Start tricking your opponent. Let them believe that you're only going to the body and then mix up with the uppercuts. But here we are, Ali.
Like we like to say, Jimmy, start to build on your combinations. You know, work your way through the gears. Coming to the 4th round right now. We are set for 10. Chaiwat in the blue corner with the black trunks and the blue trim. And Elmo Traya in the red corner with the green trunks, green and yellow trunks.
Yeah, and it's a good way of looking at it. It's a building block to the combinations. Rather than just throwing punches and bunches, you start to set them up. You start to find out where your opponent is reacting, where they're placing their hands. For example, if you're throwing a body shot, is your opponent reacting? Are they throwing counters back? And that's what Elmo needs to try and think about. Chaiwat is just holding his own right now and doing enough to survive this fight.
Right hand there from Elmo. I feel like Elmo is just too worried about receiving a counter from Chaiwat as he comes forwards. So leaving that hand out there a little bit too long, Jimmy, and just worried about getting countered.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. When you start getting tired and those body shots will tire you out, it's very easy to try and use a lazy guard or a lazy defense, and that's what we're seeing right now. Again, Elmo needs to commit to the jab, the double jab, going to the body. Chaiwat just needs to just get that jab working for him and throwing that rear uppercut as well.
2 body shots there by Elmo Traya. Going upstairs to the left hook. Traya going headhunting here in round number 4. Chaiwat, though, been a very relaxed round from him. He started to really drop down in momentum since round number 2. Gotta wonder, Jimmy, is it the bodywork from Elmo Traya that slowed down Chaiwat?
100%. And like I said, it's a slow burn with body shots. It's very hard to put your opponent away in the first round with body shots unless you land clean on the solar plex or the liver. That's why you just keep digging away at that body, keep zapping the energy. And later on, your legs start to feel like jelly. Your punches don't seem to have much sting. And then you find yourself on the canvas gasping for air. Big shot get through there by Chaiwat. He found it around the guard.
Just feel like Elmo Traya is taking this round off. I mean, with a championship fight like this where it's scheduled for 10 rounds, you can take a round off here and there.
Usually the opening rounds, you can give up rounds. Some of the best boxers in the world would give up the first few rounds to really work out their opponent, but that's as far as it goes. When you're starting to set into halfway through the fight, it's very, very, counterproductive to actually take those rounds off unless he comes alive in that 5th round.
Quick left hand there by Chaiwat. Jab from Chaiwat as well.
Chaiwat having some success. Beautiful jabs, and that's what he needs to go for. Jab, 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 left, and jab, jab, rear uppercut. Because right now, Chaiwat has got the length, he's got the movement and the power. Elmo just seems to be a little bit more groovy inside that ring.
Elmo with the left hook. But Chaiwat definitely playing as the mouse, and Traya playing as the cat here as we finish the 4th round.
So here we see some action replays brought to you by FCC and Highland Boxing Promotions. Bodywork by Elmo, but Chaiwat always returning. So even though these body shots are getting through, Chaiwat doesn't allow Elmo to get away with too many combinations. So although he's not making him miss, he's still making him pay for being inside the pocket a little bit too long. So Chaiwat, a veteran of the boxing world, like you said, he's got a Muay Thai background. He knows how to survive, and that's what he's doing right now. Chaiwat needs to bring the fight to Elmo a little bit more, and on the flip side, Elmo needs to bring the fight to Chaiwat. It's really a case of who wants to meet who head on.
Yeah, but like I said during the round, Jimmy, I feel like Elmo just took that round off and just was able to just, save his energy for the later rounds and just try and read Chaiwat a little bit more. We talk about it all the time, downloading as much information as you can. Maybe Elmo just wanted to take a little bit more of a look of Chaiwat and just see if there's something else that he could readjust and plan for the next round.
Yeah, possibly, but if you take a round off, you've got to now make it clear why you did that. So we will see, Ali, halfway through this title fight, the deciding moment for those watching of who do they think is winning this fight.
Jab here from Chaiwat. Left hand too, missing with the uppercut. Right uppercut to the body there by Elmo, and going upstairs with a heavy shot to the head.
And maybe this is why he took that round off. He's starting to be a little bit heavier with his shots. He's starting to pick things up here. Chaiwat on that back foot. Elmo with the aggression coming forward, but Chaiwat's still dangerous.
Right uppercuts here from Chaiwat.
And you can see both fighters almost falling onto one another. It's a sign of exhaustion. And I do think them body shots have started to slow down Chaiwat. This is where Elmo should really just be picking it up. You've got to zap away the energy of your opponent even without throwing shots. Just being in front of them is time. But Chaiwat landed some great left hands right down the middle.
Chaiwat with a short uppercut. Jab from Chaiwat there.
Beautiful left hook right underneath the ribcage, and again finds his way to it. So Elmo just keeps finding his way to the body. Nice right hand right down the middle as well.
It's just single shots here from Elmo though. Feel like if you just turn the screw a little bit more, put these combinations together, he's going to ruffle up Chaiwat and maybe cause a knockdown or a stoppage. Good left hook there by Elmo.
Absolutely. If you've given your opponent the idea that I'm only throwing single punches, that's the best time to start throwing in the flurries because they don't expect it. Most people can block a single jab, but it's that second and third jab that makes your opponent really think about it. Like you said earlier, Ali, he's got to release that inner Ricky Hatton and just accept he might take one or two shots, but really whip those shots to the body. Last minute of round number 5.
Yeah, we loved Ricky Hatton for his devastating left hooks to the body. Let's see if Elmo Traya's got a few of those in his back pocket. Chaiwat with the dirty boxing inside the clinch.
And he's also leaning on his opponent, just trying to take the legs away of Elmo. Veteran move again. Chaiwat with all these little veteran moves. Beautiful shot upstairs.
Chaiwat definitely felt that. Left hook again there from Elmo.
And we've seen Chaiwat be saved by the bell before. And this is where Elmo seems to be very, very active. Final moments of round number 5.
Chaiwat going to the body. Short right hook. Chaiwat tying up Elmo inside the clinch. And that is the end of the 5th round. We're past the halfway stage right now. Chaiwat looks like he's feeling the pace.
And yeah, we just saw Chaiwat nearly claw that round back in the final moments, but jumping right hand there by Elmo. But Chaiwat, you notice he'll take a few shots, but he'll always pivot his way out. He doesn't stay in a hot situation for too long, and he'll always fire right back. Again, throws a left hook, but again, Chaiwat is always throwing some. The hard thing about fighting Chaiwat is he fights fire with fire. His defense is firing right back, which is very difficult to deal with.
Yeah, Chaiwat just doing enough to stay in this fight. Elmo, though, wanting to be that power puncher, wanting to land one heavy shot. I feel like now's the time, though, Jimmy, where he's got to put more punches together, more combinations together to get a stoppage here, or just keep staying ahead on the judges' scorecards. On my unofficial scorecard, he is ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. But there's been so many rounds, and again, aggression tends to override the judge's decision on who's winning. So you could argue Chaiwat is winning this fight. You could argue Elmo. I think it could be going both ways right now. And as our man, Mr. Peter Denman, calls it, the swing rounds, it can go either way. And that's the thing, if you're allowing it to go either way, you've got to start putting more pedal to the metal and start trying to finish your opponent where you can.
Yeah, got to try and take some chances. No risk, no reward. The ABF Super Welterweight title is on the line. Chaiwat on the back foot. He's got a lot of space to play with behind him. That's what he wants, though. As a Muay Thai fighter, Chaiwat did the same thing. Used the space very well. Used to land shots really good on the back foot.
And he's always moving. Like I said, he's always staying busy. Even when he's getting hit, he's always firing right back. Such a difficult fighter to deal with. And he's just so crafty as well. You know, these veteran fighters always have crafty moves, but Elmo starting to put these pieces together. Chaiwat, beautiful head movement. I mean, he's impressed me massively in this fight.
You know, Callum Smith would say, you know, just go for a walk, reset, go for a walk. Use your fight IQ. You don't have to stay in front of your opponent the whole time. You can make them come to you. And we're seeing that really, Jimmy, from Chaiwat.
Well, Chaiwat has proven he's not scared of the power of Elmo. We saw in the early rounds, he allowed Elmo to dig him to the body. And it was a psychological move to say, your power is not going to upset me. He did stumble Chaiwat in the earlier rounds where he was saved by the bell. So we know Elmo has the power. It's like, we know it, he knows it, but he wants to pretend we don't.
Uppercut there from Chaiwat, left hand as well. Chaiwat's got Elmo on the ropes.
And what a fight it's been, Ali. Very, very competitive. When Elmo came out, I thought he was just going to take it, but the way Chaiwat has just started to battle back, really proving why this night is called the Battle of Bangkok.
Huge uppercut to the body from Elmo, left hook as well. Right hand from Elmo too. This is what we want to see from Elmo. We need him to be more aggressive. We need him to put these punches together, not just land one shot, land 2 or 3.
You've got to put the pieces together. Like we said, it's building blocks. Single punch combinations only work if you're very, very active or very, very powerful. If neither, you've got to put combinations together. Final 20 seconds of the 6th round of this title fight.
Jab from Chaiwat, moving laterally into the center ring. Left hand there from Chaiwat, pushing Elmo Traya away. Traya hunting him down. Left hook there by Elmo Traya. That looks like it just skimmed the chin of Chaiwat. What a round that was.
Great round. Competitive fight. Exactly what you expect in a title fight. Great stuff by both fighters.
Take a look at the replays here. What a way to end that round with that left hook. Let's hope to see it on the replay. I mean, clash of styles here. We're seeing the technical fighter Chaiwat using his footwork, using the free space to stay out of range, outside, out of mind against his opponent. But Elmo Traya just going through a bad neighborhood, like I love to say, Jimmy, to try and take the fight to Chaiwat. And we saw that several times in that round.
I think Chaiwat has just really shocked his opponent here, because the way we saw this fight going, Ali, was Elmo started off strong, going to the body, whipping in shots to the ribcage, and I thought this could be a difficult fight for Chaiwat, but to me, those shots just lit a fuse for Chaiwat, where he's now starting to come back, and to me, he could be ripping up the script here.
Yeah, he could be. Here we go. We go into round number 7. Championship rounds right now.
What a night it has been as well, Ali. We've still got 2 more title fights after this one, but right now is the ABF Super Welterweight title. Thailand takes on the Philippines.
Quick right hand there from Elmo Traya. Traya again with the right hand. Trying to set out that huge left hook.
Elmo starting to put some pieces together. Right hand to left hook, beautiful combination. Right hand downstairs, left hook upstairs, and it's working for him, but he needs to start doing more of it.
Right uppercut to the body there by Elmo Traya, and going upstairs with the left hook.
Both fighters meeting in the center of the ring, just leaning on one another. And it gets to that point where both fighters are absolutely exhausted, but they've got to just push for it. Beautiful left hook upstairs landed by Elmo.
That's why Mike Tyson's 100% right when he says that boxing is 90% mental, 10% physical. It comes down to, in fights like this, Jimmy, who wants it more?
And like you said, it's the mental side, and I really believe those opening rounds where Chaiwat allowed Elmo to hit him to the body and didn't flinch at all, I think that was the psychological warfare necessary to make Chaiwat to start win this fight. But the one thing about fighters from the Philippines is they're very tough and they never give up. They'll just keep moving forward, keep trying to find angles to win. We just saw it there. So Elmo fighting a great fight right now. A beautiful boxer is Elmo. We've seen him fight many times. He usually finds a way, but right now he's just up against a very tough Thai fighter, which is Chaiwat.
Elmo on the front foot. Chaiwat drawing him in with that southpaw draw. Left hand, but being tied up in the clinch. Dirty boxing here in the clinch from Chaiwat, landing that right hook.
Yeah, we've seen him do that a few times. Referee hasn't seen it, and you can see the veteran move. He's always doing it on the blind side of the referee. He's very quick to just add that move into his arsenal. And again, this is why we love watching the veteran boxers. They will always find a way to survive and make the fight a little bit easier for themselves. Left
hook there by Elmo Traya. Swinging and missing there with a left hook as well.
I mean, you're starting to see both fighters fade ever so slightly. And I said before, Chaiwat tends to fade in the later rounds, but right now, he's looking very, very strong. Elmo, I think, has got to find some more openings, start using that jab a little bit more, mix up the combinations, try something a little bit new, because Chaiwat is very aware of what's happening.
I feel like Chaiwat peaked in round 2 and then he's just kept the same pace from that round onwards, Jimmy. Just keeping himself relevant, just letting Elmo Traya know he's there and just protecting himself more.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it set the stage, and like I said, that third round is a deciding round. And then the fifth round, you start to see who's winning. But here we see the replays. Left hook upstairs. Elmo landed some great hooks in that round. But again, Chaiwat with that dirty boxing inside the clinch. Elmo's still making him pay, and I like the move Elmo's using. Every time Chaiwat is moving, Elmo's throwing a hook upstairs. He's meeting his movement with a hook. Very good move by our man Elmo. A nice flurry as well. The corkscrew jab followed up by the right hand. Elmo, to me, had so many good moments in that round, but Chaiwat seemed to dictate the pace.
But you know why, Jimmy? We've seen this so many times in the fights that we've called over the years. Chaiwat's using that veteran move. He's using the ring as his best friend. And what's Elmo doing? He's following him. He's not cutting him off.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what Chaiwat is doing so well. He knows how to survive, but knowing how to win is a different thing as well. And I think Chaiwat needs to pick it up ever so slightly right now, because he's got a real chance here.
Here we go, round number 8. Elmo Traya in the red corner and Chaiwat Mueanphong in the blue.
Big left hand gets through there by Elmo. Chaiwat now just digging down, throws Elmo across the ring, but the referee calls a stop. Here after the ring. Back into the action they go. Thailand takes on the Philippines.
Left hook there by Elmo. Get a bit more aggressive now. Chaiwat trying to fight back.
And we can see Chaiwat just clubbing upstairs as well. Digging down, really trying to bring back the head of Elmo, just pulling down on it, sending uppercuts. These are the moves we're talking about. Blindside by the referee, and then just delivers these big hooks.
Well, we see this a lot, Jimmy, from Chaiwat. When he gets put under pressure by Elmo, he just comes into the clinch, leans on him, and just lands his dirty boxing on the inside, just trying to put out the fire of Elmo as it gets going.
Leaning on your opponent just takes away their leg energy. They're trying to hold you up. Psychologically, they don't want to hit the canvas because you're leaning on them. It's just absolute warfare right now. You've got to pray that the referee helps you out when your opponent is leaning on you. Big counter shots.
We are halfway through round number 8. These really are the championship rounds. Good left hook there from Chaiwat. As he keeps on backing off, Elmo Traya is still hunting him down.
I mean, I'm impressed with how these two fighters have just kept up this pace the entire fight, constantly moving forward, constantly attacking one another, and every punch they're throwing is a real aggressive, powerful shot. Very, very draining on a person's gas tank, yet neither fighter has fallen, neither fighter has given up. Great fight so far.
Chaiwat with a jab, moving into center ring. Traya still trying to stalk him down. Traya stalking and walking. Chaiwat happy to stay on the back foot. Just wait for Traya to come to him.
And again, that left hook has been great for Elmo. Every time Chaiwat steps right, Elmo has just clipped him with a left hook upstairs. It's a great hook, but again and again, he's not adding anything else with it. He's throwing the left hook, and that's it.
Good left hand again there from Chaiwat. That's probably one of the best punches that he's thrown in this round.
I mean, Chaiwat is now just holding his own. He's just doing the minimum he needs to do to survive. Elmo's starting to put some more pieces together, but this next round, Elmo just needs to pick it up with more creative moves.
End of the round. Taking a look at the replays here. Elmo is definitely the more aggressive fighter of the two. That's probably one of the best combinations he landed. Chaiwat, see some of his handiwork on the replays, working out on the inside. There's that left hook that he was able to land. Timed Elmo to perfection so well. Seen this from Chaiwat so much in his career when he was fighting as a Muay Thai fighter as Gonjak. Fought back in, he was so good at just timing his opponents. And he's carried that over to Western boxing beautifully.
It's been a great fight so far. Very, very, very close. I would hate to be judging it, and we say this a lot where that's why we're just two people in a box talking about the fights we see. But judging this fight to me would be very, very difficult. Thank you everyone for joining us so far. We've got 2 more title fights after this one.
Special thanks to our sponsors and partners. We wouldn't be here without you. Thank you very much to Twins Team, Narong, One Prasad Khan, B Legend Team, Super Exports, Hassan Gosari, FCC Team, Dream Boxing Team, run by Rainer Gottward, Steve Scott, our IBO representative, Donatas Cinematis, our DAZN representative, Supernat and Brico Santig, our matchmakers and promoters, and Naris Singh Wanchal, the president of the ABF and the PAT.
But here we are, back into the action. Elmo Traya in the lime green, Chaiwat in the black and blue. ABF Super Welterweight title fight, 9th round, scheduled for 10.
Chaiwat with the left hand. Traya going to the body. Left hand from Chaiwat again, but this time to the body.
And again, Chaiwat just sticks with that basic movement. The clubbing left hand followed up by the right jab. Elmo just needs to get busier now. I think he needs to double up that jab, go to the body, but just be active. Activity right now could win. That was a great flurry by Elmo.
Yeah, great clubbing left hook from Elmo. Making Chaiwat miss and almost making him pay.
But this is where Elmo needs to be. You cannot rely on those single punches. It's got to be flurry after flurry now. You need to make the judges believe you're winning. You can't just expect to win because you feel like you're winning. You've got to prove it to them as well.
Yeah, we should just see these single punches in the earlier rounds. We're in the later rounds, Jimmy. I said this earlier. Elmo just needs to stop building on these punches and just put some more meat behind them.
Exactly that. I mean, I know we mentioned it before, but one of the reasons Elmo's maybe a bit reluctant to put some of the meat on it is because he doesn't believe he can hit Chaiwat. Big left hand gets through for Chaiwat there. And if you don't believe you can hurt him, you really start to not believe in your shots.
Yeah, this is a career killer for Fight Sports, just overthinking everything and just not flowing with your punches. I mean, it's a lot easier said than done, but Elmo definitely has the power to put more pressure on Chaiwat, just not going for it. Good uppercut there. That's a lot better, though, from Elmo, landing the right hand. We just need more punches here from him, more volume, 3-4 punch combinations.
I mean, it's taken to the 9th round to get this far and then start putting the pieces together. I mean, if we see to the end of this round, this 10th round, to make a beautiful rear uppercut there by Chaiwat. Out of nowhere. That 10th round coming up to me could be the real decider of who wins because it's been such a close fight. Central ring for these fighters.
Clock dying down here. 9 seconds of this round. Jab there. Good left hook there by Elmo Traya. Countering Chaiwat. Big left hook again there by Elmo Traya. Let's see if he can follow up at the end of this round. Elmo Traya coming in, swinging Chaiwat on very heavy, very wobbly legs. And Chaiwat goes down to the canvas.
Wow. Wow, and it's all, is he getting up? He makes it to his feet. The 9th round, saved by the bell. And we've been asking for it, Ali. Put the combinations together. And exactly what he did. What a fight.
Yes, Jimmy, he did exactly that. Went in for the kill in the final seconds of the round. Chaiwat moving extremely slowly. Back to the corner, referee going in there, taking a good look at him. And yes, he is nodding and saying that he's going to carry on. But that's what we were looking for from Elmo Traya, who's standing up in between rounds, taking advice from his corner man, taking a big deep breath. Question is, Can Chaiwat survive the 10th and final round, or can Elmo go in for the kill and make sure this doesn't go to the judges' scorecards? And the referee's waving it off. Elmo Traya, the Filipino Slayer, is going to be crowned the new ABF Super Welterweight Champion.
Wow. I mean, we kept asking for it. We kept predicting it. If he doesn't get that knockdown, that 10th round, Ali, could have been the deciding factor between who wins it. I mean, to me, it was so close. I wish we could hear what the scorecards were for that fight. But realistically, it doesn't matter. What we've been saying is one punch can change an entire fight. One flurry can change an entire fight. Elmo did it. He believed in his power. He believed in his flurries. The man from the Philippines has done it once again. Let's go to Mr. Philip Player with the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, in round 9, unfortunately he was not able to come out of his corner. The winner, ladies and gentlemen, after round 9, are retired from the blue corner. The winner, the new ABF Middleweight Champion, is from the red corner, Mr. Money Punch, Elmo Traya. With the officials in the ring to present the belt to the new ABF Middleweight Champion, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Narasingwan Cha, Mr. Brico Santik, Mr. Reno Gottwald, Mr. Donato, Mr. Sakata. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a big hand, please, for the ABF Middleweight Champion, Mr. Money Punch, Elmo Traya from the Philippines.